Kyle on the cheek.
Buys a lantern shirt and doesn't buy the main character. Buys the supporting elder character that will be killed off.
The goat only.
Killed off by episode 3. Welcome to Paneloids, Comic Books, and More. My name's Kyle. I do not enjoy being the host, but fuck me. Am I right? Here with me is Core, Dimitri, and John.
Almost forgot, huh?
How can I forget you, John? Now, before we get into the comic books today, sorry, I'm doing multitasking. Before we get into the comic books today, Dimitri and I watched X-Men 97 on the couch together, hand in hand. The finale, I believe at least. Because there was an after credit scene. So it must be the finale, right? X-Men 97 finale. So my take as a whole, a little bit of a sloppy season. I understand what they were doing. I understand the bouncing around and introducing multiple teams, multiple costumes, deaths, resurrections, death, resurrection, sacrifice, all of that. Huge spoiler. Gambit turned into Apocalypse, and we had Apocalypse with a big trench coat. So yeah, 7 out of 10 as a whole for the season. I enjoyed season 1 better. I think season 3, with the after credit scene, which I won't mention, will bring back a little bit more of a grounded, maybe a little bit more of the espionage, secret organizations against them. Bring back some of that rather than like we literally had like a plane fight. Like Jubilee and Havoc were having like a head-to-head plane battle amongst. Yeah, it was a little over the top. A little over the top. I think Rogue's a Celestial now. No, she lost the power. I'm not going to spoil who died. Anyway, 7 out of 10. Dimitri, what did you think?
You forgot the massive pole that Apocalypse Gambit had. He also had a massive pole. Oh yeah, it was a scythe, I guess.
Where was this pole?
In his hand. In his hand.
Whose pole was it?
It was Gambit's technically.
His. Oh, okay.
Oh, so Apocalypse was holding
weird.
the pole as well.
Right. Dimitri warned me about things that he was going to say. This may or may not be one of them.
What was the episode rated?
Oh, I don't know. But I think if you love Gambit, you'll like this episode. It has like a spotlight Gambit part. It has a part where you question, wait, isn't Xavier like more powerful than that? Where he could have stopped that from happening? I'm not going to say
a lot of him yelling and be like, "Oh no, you can't do this, please!" And just did nothing. Just did nothing. No power usage whatsoever. Nice fit though, I will say. Nice fit. No, not even one finger on the forehead. Nothing.
I thought it was pretty cool. The season overall, I don't know. I think Kyle's right. I think I think that's unfair to say. Is it better than the first season?
No. Not even a little.
But it had a lot of big moments. More than the first season did. If that's fair.
I feel like it's because they're worried that the season's going to get canceled next season. So they're like, let's just add all the stuff that we wanted to put into it with all the different teams. I'm a huge X Factor fan, so I was excited to see that throughout the season. I didn't see the final episode. I don't know if I want to now. This sounds kind of depressing, but
I'm gonna
overall, I liked it. As a fan, like seeing all the different characters, especially like when Wolverine was with like X-Force, that was awesome. Or no, that wasn't X-Force. I'm sorry. What do you call that? X
Factor.
No, with the Sabretooth, Lady Deathstrike, and all them. I love that episode. I thought that was Team
with
X.
The Brood.
X Team.
Yeah, the Brood episode was awesome.
X's of X.
All right.
Dark.
Moving on. New comic book day, everyone. As the kids yell, which I, Dimitri, and John are not.
What? I'm in my 20s, right, Core?
No.
Core is contemplating what the fuck he's doing with his life right now. He's just thinking to himself, why am I here?
I love it.
None of
He
them
probably-
have great hairlines under these hats.
Yeah, he probably tells his real friends, he's like, yeah, I have to take care of these old people, once a week.
It's
Make him
probably
feel
like
special.
it's probably like extra credit. Like he gets some kind of like reimbursement from the state for like helping us.
I knew it.
Absolute Batman number 23. Jason's kind of dumb, and spoiler, he got what he deserved for being kind of dumb. This is what happens. You wanna step up and step out? You don't want to be part of the team? Bad things happen to you. Get cut out of the intro music.
No, wait. Okay, hold on. I'm confused. He's fine, right?
But he's
do
the
all
one
white
that
people look
got
alike?
you know who in the line of fire.
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
Well, that's fine. He can go to therapy. That's okay. Therapy and you're good. Okay. The way you were saying that, I was worried that I missed something.
I honestly didn't know which of them died until they actually said the name because they all look the same.
That's why I
yes.
said that, because I thought it was him too.
No,
when
so
his eyes were all
spoiler, Tim is definitely dead. There's no reversing of this unless he's some kind of Red Hood alternate absolute. But no, Tim, the Robins are no longer a 5 team. They are now a 4 team. Jason got Tim murdered by Clayface, who was told to do his bidding by Scarecrow. And yeah, really good issue. Really good. Once again, absolute does not hold back. There's consequences. I will say, before I let everyone else speak, the way it opened of being like, hey Bruce, you're kind of being a conspiracy theorist here. Like, you gotta chill out. Like, it makes sense. Like, you're connecting dots that don't connect. All of that. I don't want to say that was like a dream sequence, but I kind of thought it was just like a wake up call for him, like where he was like imagining of like, oh my god, everyone's coming to like have an intervention with me. Especially when he like swung at his mom. Can we talk about how he took a swing at his mom, who really didn't do anything wrong, for being honest? She just like didn't swing at anybody else. And yeah, it wasn't like he lost it. Like, that's the villains, who are not technically really villains, had an intervention, and he's the wrong one. Him and himself, really. He's not one, right? Not one person is really maybe Barbara's kind of.
Yeah.
That's
a little
it.
bit maybe.
So yeah, interesting place to take Batman on a, like, we've done it before, but in the same way it's different, where the people around him, like, I'm sorry, like, Penguin got the raw end of the stick with all of this. Like, if you look at it, Killer Croc really got the best deal. Like, magic necklace, and I'm not a dinosaur shaped crocodile. Take it off, and I'm a really cool dinosaur shaped crocodile. Everyone else, really bad rep. Like, really got screwed over. So anyway, I think it's really good. I'm really happy.
Great job, Kyle. I was so excited when they all pulled up, and then it was false. Like, it's like, oh, the gang's back together, and they're actually being pretty reasonable. And then it was over as soon as it started. I love too, you can see like a little message in here. They're kind of like, hey, that uncle that that's way too into conspiracy theories, like, they get crazy, don't they? And then with the dots he's connecting, it's almost like, hey, you might want to trust that crazy uncle a little bit more, because he might have something, but the way of showing it is like, what are we doing? Yeah, I can't wait to see where it goes. This just keeps getting deeper and deeper. And now I really want to see, with what they're showing us, they have laid out those details. I want to see if you were looking at this and Penguin was toward the penguin cage. I want to see if they had that in the early issues, because they had the crows before. I wouldn't doubt it, but the planning ahead of time is insane.
Yeah, 100%. I honestly, I'm going to pull a theory on here. I think that he's actually right about some of the conspiracies we know he's right about the conspiracies, but I think he's right that one of his friends, I bet's going to be a traitor. One of them has to be. and I don't think it's going to be Penguin
Oh.
because it would be too obvious, right? I also love that back shot. Did you see that with the all the newspaper clippings and it looked like the Joker face with the X? Dude, that was peak. And then Clayface was like the scariest. I love that. Holy shit.
The hands coming out too. Oh my gosh.
My notes literally called this absolute perfection. I like it started off slow and I was worried. I was like, and that's what happens like almost every issue of Absolute Batman, where I'm just like, oh, this is gonna be the slow one. It's not gonna, and then all of a sudden it's all crazy again. And I'm like, man, this is awesome. Yeah. Highlight. I'm gonna say this for the rest of the episode. This was the best comic book week I've had all year. Like everything was a banger that I read. And I read like 9 bangers today. This is crazy. I can't handle this episode.
So I do think though that he is wrong to an extent. Like I don't know if the whole like Joker made him through the Batman project. Like I don't know if that's because we're assuming, right? And this is spoilers for the last few issues, but we're assuming Clayface is his dad. Like his dad's not alive. We're assuming he's tricking him with Clayface.
Yeah.
John did not assume that, apparently, from the faces he's making. But like that alone could be a clue that as much as he's in this conspiracy theory, not all of it is true, and they're kind of like just screwing with him now. Like they're trying to manipulate. And I think a big key to that is the mother being part of the Court of Owls. She's coming and saying like, hey, you're wrong and you're crazy. She's the one, like she's already part of a secret organization. I would think she's going to be the voice of reason of like, no, this is not a secret organization. Like they're messing with you. Like you're reading into it. So I don't know. Let's not over theorize, but I do think, John, you're onto something. The villain, one of the villain friends has to actually become a villain and turn. And yeah, it's something's going to come out to obviously clear his name, because now he's murdered 2 people. now he's got 2 deaths. So something's going to have to come out too, because Gordon's on him too, John. Gordon's on him too.
He was putting the pieces together. He would have
Yeah. Dude, hold on. I'll be right back. I'm going to go on that wall and start putting things on there like newspaper clippings, because I think you're right. And I'm mad that I didn't catch that. And that's because I didn't have enough strings. So
strings. I was afraid you didn't read the issue before, because sometimes you skip issues.
I read them all, sir.
I'm very proud.
So what I thought this was like almost an homage to Batman New 52 number 5, where he's in the labyrinth and he's spinning out, like that sequence where he's like, yeah, look at this. And there's a clown here, and there's a clown here, and there's a clown here. What's going on here with you guys? One of you are screwing me. It feels like he's in a labyrinth. That's why I thought. Also, the Robins are crumbling
quickly.
You know, Raphael. I mean, Red Hood. I mean, Deathstroke's Robin. He's turning into that. It's like, no, I'm the leader. I'm the leader. You know why? Because that guy says I'm cool, which is Deathstroke. It's like, okay. What else? Oh yeah. It's like Jason, like we need to find Batman, and then like everyone's like, no, stick together, and then Jason's just like weak, we're all weak. But also Barbara seems like she's going towards the Bat. I hope they call her the Bat, because she will be the vigilante, possibly with a shotgun, trying to find the actual killer to her father. When she realized it's not actually Bruce, I mean, is there a case for it to be Clayface that actually killed Gordon?
No.
Or is it just like they're also screwing with him? Like, oh no, it looks like it was him, and then like this case, it looks like it was Batman, but it wasn't.
That's all it is. That's all it is.
You popped that up at the worst time. We're talking about if Clayface did it. And we got, why did Dick Grayson thirst trap us? You're by yourself, buddy. No, it was pretty nice.
Yeah, solid.
Everybody hated it. Like the other Robins, they're like, ew, gross.
Yeah, they're like,
Grayson.
"Put
I
his
was like,
shirt
what?
on."
Everybody
Yeah.
loves Grayson. What are you talking about?
Also, really quick before we move on, I love the clown part. That was like the really pulling at straws where he's like, Harvey, that dentist that you went to when you were 2 years old, it was called Zobo. If you replace the letters, it's Bozo. You're evil. It's like, what the hell happened, man?
Remember-
Lock in.
Remember when you were really hungry and you went to McDonald's?
Oh, he
Remember the
literally says,
clown?
"Open your eyes, see the patterns." Like there's patterns there. It's like you sound crazy. You sound like a nut job.
I think the summary of the book as a whole and the inability for any of us to explain it correctly shows the theme that, you know, just like Batman was confused, we are also confused. We're all confused.
The best
We're all-
issue. Best
just going in different
absolute
directions.
Batman issue.
It was really good.
Let's just turn this into an absolute Batman podcast.
We could go
talk
for
about
an
it for the
hour,
rest of the day.
probably, for
Yeah,
real.
let's go.
We could. But because Miles Morales, Spider-Man #1, which should just be called Spider-Man #1, but we won't talk about that. So
That's
first
Finn?
Easter egg. First Easter egg. The Marvel fighting game. They
That's
actually
cool.
show it. And like it just came out recently and they show it like an actual frame from the game, just like on the screen.
Nice.
That was a nice touch. So overall, just came out today. Not gonna go heavy spoilers. As you know, some of us are very big Miles Morales fans. So it's a big deal when we get a #1. There's not too many #1s. Some of us have them all. Some of us have all of them and then some. The only thing I'll say is I was worried going in with erasing what was done, but Hill did a good job of, at the minimum, noting everything that's happened as of recent, which includes turning into a vampire, the cosmic god that was like on his shoulder, like all of that is at least noted. And I know a lot of people online were very concerned with the Starling relationship just being washed away. And this was at least explained that they broke up, but not why. And I think that's good enough for now, and assume somewhere down the line, Starling will show up. They will have to fight because it's a comic book. And from there, we'll get the closure that we've looked for with it, because it definitely is a little weird of like, they were literally dating just a few months ago, and now we're starting and there's already a new love interest. But I do think it's like a build up for something more. But yeah, the villain's cool. I like his dad running around with a shotgun. Like that's fun. The powers on the villain are pretty good. Like I think, what was it? Like the kinetic energy. Like that's a nice touch. That's something that we haven't quite seen in a way of like, oh well, if you don't take this lady and like swing really fast, she's gonna blow up. she's gonna literally blow up. So yeah, I'm very excited and optimistic for this new #1. Nice and grounded. Again, which is basically what always happens with a Spider-Man #1, but I'll take it. Good start.
I really love that sequence where he's trying to help the lady with the kinetic energy attached to her. And he's like, okay, I should be able to help her. And if my dad is running by now, he'll be good too. And it's immediately shotgun to the dude that's already pissed at him. Yeah, there's some great stuff in here. And I guess just the only ironic thing with this, everybody's been complaining about how many ads are in the Marvel books. And now we have ads within the actual comic pages for Marvel Token.
It was cool though. I thought it was like the
Yeah, I
coolest
thought it
Easter
was
egg, but
great.
I guess it is an ad. It didn't. You know what? It didn't say the name.
It was
which is-
tasteful.
yeah.
Yes.
So like,
Aw, man.
What is that? And I think he was playing as Miss Marvel, which is also kind of funny.
Yes.
I'm playing Tokon. It's only $49.99 on the PlayStation Store.
Get it
No?
out.
Is his girlfriend a normie or is she a superhero?
Yeah, that's what it's saying so far. The love
Okay.
interest is a normie. And he highlights that. He's like, she's a normie. There's no strings attached.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, we'll see about that. We'll see about
But there is a spider, spoiler, in his dorm room,
that. Oh,
and we don't know why yet. There was mention of the origin boxes, which means that that story is concluded as of this. We don't know how it concluded, but we know it's concluded. Is that spider from an origin box?
Have they ever done that before where they had a spider in a Spider-Man comic book where it bites somebody and it just hurts and that's it. It's just
I'm
like
sure
an
That would be
ouchie.
hilarious.
If not, hey, write that down. Take my joke. It'll be great.
I think it's his spider though, right? Like it's not. It's like his specifically like his spider that
I don't know. It didn't really
it's had
say.
the 42 on it.
It did have the 42?
Yeah.
Well, then he also met up with 99 and Gwen, so I'm curious if that. Maybe it's a little movie reference, you know?
Yeah, it could be. He really gave him the "nah, I'ma do my own thing" too.
Yeah.
It's like, it's been fun, guys.
Cross your legs. Cross your legs when you're in the sky. If you saw the issue, you would know what I mean.
Yeah.
Get the thing in the thing. I liked it. Feels fresh for me, and so that was good. The art does that a lot. It gives it like the right tone and mood for the book. One thing I think they should consider, I think Marvel finally has it, you know, instead of Spidey or Kid Arachnid, I think so I have like Peter is the Spider-Man, is the Spidey. I think we are at the point now where it's Miles, Spider-Man, Danger. Imagine everyone just calling him Danger. I love it. I think it works. I don't know. You got to sit with it for a little bit. Like Danger, like I can hang you upside down and wait for the cops to come find you, or I can send you to the hospital. That kind of Danger.
There's already a Danger though in the Marvel universe, so I think
cut that one. Yeah, cut that one. No one cares.
Okay.
Yeah,
you're right. I forgot there's like 50 million names that are all shared. So I guess they both could be Danger and make it even more confusing.
There you go.
We can't even get Ghost Spider. Ghost Spider is like the greatest hero name ever, and they never use it, and it drives me nuts.
Oh, and
What's
dear
the title?
Marvel editing team, stop it.
That's it. But it's always.
I won't go into it. Just stop it. Kyle knows what I'm talking about. I'm not gonna go into it, but stop it. What else? I really love that none of this has anything to do with Queen in Black. Like, thank you. Not another tie-in. So get the step in Spider-Man. Step in Spider-Man. Get the step in.
I like that you write yourself little catchphrases and always get them wrong. That's my favorite.
I put a little parentheses in the joke, and I just let it all go because you're going to edit it.
Oh, thanks. Yeah, it is a live stream though, so thanks. And thanks to the person I just had to ban from the stream for saying 6'7", no exaggeration, 50 times in the chat. I put them on a timeout and they came back for vengeance. And another timeout.
I really love they came in here. They're like, "Oh, what's popping, guys?" 6'7".
Damn Corey's generation. These kids.
Oh,
God.
They can't stop themselves.
One more thing.
All right.
I'm not asking you about tea places because you're Korean. I'm asking you because I've only had 2 cups of tea.
That was good.
Was that in the comic or are you talking to me?
No, that was it. That was in the comic.
Oh,
perfect. For excellent writing.
Well, I am talking to you now, John, with Transformers number 35.
More than meets the eye. Transformers. God, that was so good. I'm gonna let you all know right now that half the people on the internet hate it, half of it love it. I'm the person that loves it. People are so mad that the current writer, sorry, I forget his name, not really interested, but the current writer writes a bunch of like cameos. He does like a lot of like he's setting up a lot of things, but then nothing ever happens, and I'm absolutely okay with that because I know down the road we're gonna get the big reveal, right? So in this issue,
Robert Kirkman.
Oh shit! Yeah, you're right. It is.
Yeah, I thought that was a joke. So I was like, "Oh
no, yeah. Edit it like it was a joke, right? Because I forgot that he was the one who wrote it, or it's that guy's kind of new, so he hasn't really done much, so it's like hard for me to remember who he is. Well, anyway, so Wheeljack is out in the ocean. He's building some secret projects. He's out there by himself, going crazy. He's actually acting like Beast from Marvel, where he's like mad scientist. And he reveals that he's building the Echo suits. Now, if you're old like me, that was the greatest thing ever in the Transformers movie. It's something that Spike got to wear so that he could be a Transformer. And as a kid, that's what I wanted to be so badly. I wanted to have my own Echo suit and turn into a robot. So that was exciting.
Not as core.
What? I missed it. Sorry.
We're too young. Me and Core are too young to know what you're talking about.
Oh, I got you. But yeah, the big reveal on this, and again, I'm not going to spoil it, or actually, you know what? I am going to spoil it. This is your 10 seconds. Everybody mute yourself if you don't want to hear it. But the final splash page was the best thing I've ever seen in my entire life. Again, from the G.I. Joe movie 30 years ago, one of my favorite movies of all time, to see the Autobots being attacked by Cobra was the greatest thing ever. It was so cool. So I'm really excited about the next issue. And this is what I'm talking about. People are talking about he's peppering in all these little things, but nothing happens. Well, guess what's happening next issue? Coppola versus some Autobots. So it's going to be really, really exciting.
So is Shredhead safe from Bruticus, or what happened there?
No, well, yeah, he is. So
everybody was getting mad about that too.
Sorry, I'm not trying to be insensitive on this. Yeah, I don't think it's a he or a she. They specifically said it like 19 times in the issue, they them. So like I'm not trying to be insensitive here. But Wheeljack did have them on the slab and got them all patched up. But I mean they're still not moving, but they're fine. So.
Yeah, with everything that went into creating Shredhead, people really thought Kirkman was just gonna kill Shredhead off like that. I was like, no way. You could be mad about other stuff, but no, there was no way that was ever going to go through.
At first,
they said it's like a million sparks in one robot, and we're just going to kill him off to scare people. Really.
Yeah. Well, when I first saw Shredhead, I was like, man, this is dumb. But then they really grew on me. Like, I really enjoy that character. I think it's neat. Good design for sure.
I was going to put you in a temporary timeout with our 6-7. God damn it, he's back with a different account. Get out of here. Damn it. Send
Punk
you with
kids.
him.
Sucks. I probably know him too.
Speaking of, never mind. Barbara Gordon, Breakout number 4. She got off the drugs. That's good. Right? She didn't really figure anything out yet. She made a friend who I guess got arrested on purpose to help her. And then someone died. Anyway, anyone else have anything else to say about Barbara?
I think it's just kind of taking too long. Like they're not giving us enough, and it's one of those. I'm not trying to be mean. I really like the writer for Zatanna Bring Down the House. But there's not enough to keep going. It's like, do I drop it? And there's like little hints, and it's like, okay, next issue is gonna be big, and then it's not. Like Sparrow dies. Yes, that was cool. She was in like what would you even call that? Like a clothes hamper, like a massive one, like the cards. Yeah. It's kind of messed up. But besides that, it's okay. It's cool to have the buddy cop thing going on. But
is
not
it
much
mini?
It's
else.
issue 4. It's like we're on issue 4 though.
So if it is a mini, 5 and 6 better be bangers, because oh my gosh.
Yeah, no, it's definitely a mini. It's just waiting.
There must be something for Bad Seeds. Otherwise, it's gonna have to speed itself up. I'm trying to think of stuff that it could go to, and I don't really have anything whatsoever.
Like it's a great idea. I guess maybe they're worried about stepping on toes because of Bad Seeds.
Could be.
But like there's literally I have no guess. I couldn't even give you a theory about what the point is going to be of all of it.
No. I don't know.
Probably should skip that one. The Fury of Firestorm, number 5.
Can't like them all, guys. Okay. John, you go first. I want to hear what you have to say.
Oh man. Well, okay. So Firestorm's probably still one of my favorite pulls of the year, especially because I didn't know what it was. And actually today I found out I didn't have the subscription. So I immediately put it on there knowing that it's only going to 8 issues. Because again, I thought it was a mini as well. But I think it got like a slight extension. Because I know that they have a story that they're trying to tell, and I think that's it. I think it's just a small contained story. But man, holy crap. if Firestorm, obviously he's going to continue in the future, right? Firestorm's going to be with the Justice League down the road. He's going to be fighting other bad guys. I hope they keep that black face that they have with him. That is such a cool design. Whenever they show that he's evil, you don't like the design, or you don't like what I
I
said?
just didn't like the way you said it.
Okay,
That's all. Keep going.
damn it. I have the worst. I have the worst
Cliff.
clips of all time. Yeah, I
Strike
know.
2.
God bless. Well, I think that's strike 30. Hey, I like it. It's God, I hate you. Every time. Oh, and that's the other thing. Every time I think Professor Stein, like redeems himself, he's a piece of shit. Because that final panel, obviously something crazy is about to happen with him, and I'm dying to know what's going on because he's obviously not telling the whole story.
It looks like everything's planned again. Like his expression wasn't like, "Oh, thank God we got him." It was like, "All right, it's time to commence," and that is scary. I love comics are obviously a very visual medium, and this art team, the color and the pencils, whatever you want to say, especially now that people are digital, they are phenomenal. Like the art is genuinely beautiful for a Firestorm book. Like I would kind of expect that with the like substances we got going on in Martian Manhunter, Absolute, of course. But this is awesome. And just the dialogue and setup for the story where, again, like John saying, you don't really know what's going on. But unlike Barbara Gordon Breakout, there's a lot of stuff to keep you going and be like, this is really good, and you're going to get more. So I can't wait to see what they do if it's 8 issues. This felt like a really solid ending. If there was like implications, like if it's now in some other story, it'd be fine. But this like arc within the 8 was really solid. This 4, like they actually knew what to do with 4 issues. And it's got me very excited, like John, for the rest. I picked this up being like, I'll try it. I don't think I've read anything Firestorm. In the way they've taken this character in the Stein and what's the other guy's name? Ronnie. Yes. Their relationship,
the other one.
phenomenal. I love that. And bringing in Firehawk too was a great idea. And poor girl is just getting used all the way. She's trying her best.
That art going back and forth is crazy too, man. That's so beautiful. God.
That's the other thing. I love them including the Justice League. That like, especially the cover, they show you what you're going to get. Thank you for once. On the cover, you know exactly what's happening in the comic. That back and forth, like back in the past when they were starting out as Firestorm, and now that was so excellently executed. I loved it.
I like how Manhunter was like, nah, don't sit next to me, please. I thought that was great.
The Infernal Hulk, number 10. I really enjoyed Charlie's character turning into a werewolf and turning someone into not a monster. Now, when we interviewed Philip Kennedy Johnson, that's right, I'm once again promoting an interview. The second interview, though, not the first interview. When we interviewed him for the second time, we did talk about Charlie's character a lot, and he did hint that she would have a role in the future. We didn't really know what. Becoming a werewolf with wings, like a skin suit thing. Anyway, very cool. Always loved it. The fact that she now could have a play in saving the day, I love it. And as you all saw from the cover, we have a gray Hulk on the cover. Spoiler towards the end of the book, but Bruce does get some of the Hulk power back. How it happens, long story, but he gets it. And it's a little temporary, and it's actually gray. So we're looking at the fights to come not only being, rather important, but also urgent for the sake of you're not going to have him worth anything more than his brain very soon. Very much enjoying this. Very much will be reading every single tie-in. But yeah, we're like at that point. It came a little quicker than I was hoping. Like I really wanted, just because he's like PKJ is just so good with Hulk. Like to make it horror, and now horror. This is like horror to the extreme. Like to have him go from this to that. I wanted this for as long as we had Incredible Hulk. I wanted Infernal Hulk just as long, but this obviously can't stay forever because he's breaking the world slowly but surely. And it's not tying into any other Marvel events, as I've expressed before. But yeah, this is very, very, very good, and I'm going to read every single tie-in it has. Unlike, the other one, the other current one, with the blind bags I still have coming on the way. Yeah.
Go for it, Corey. Did you?
All I wanted to say, I didn't read this, but
Oh.
with how many issues there are, I want this as an omnibus so bad to finally catch up.
Oh, yeah.
I think when I started collecting comics, it probably was already 12 or more issues in. And I didn't realize like that's easy to catch up to, really. But now I'm behind like 30 some, probably 40 with the Incredible Hulk and Infernal. So I'd love to see this in an omnibus. I think with the color schemes that they do, that like purple and green, I think a little gray or something too, that omnibus would look sick. So Marvel, please make it happen. I will buy it
Yeah.
at full retail price.
Dude, I'll buy it for you at this point. Dang, because that shit's good. I can't agree more with Kyle about Charlie. That character, I judge things way too early, right? But I'm usually wrong when it comes to things like that. So when she was introduced, I thought she was not going to be a great character. Absolutely loved her. Absolutely thought that werewolf thing was pretty amazing. The skin suit, and then that panel with the Gray Hulk, dude, the way he looks in there. Beautiful. Nice. Whoever drew that, man, you're doing an amazing job.
Is Nick Klein back yet?
No idea. I'm going to say yes. Fact check that.
I think so. I'm trying to remember now. I'm trying to picture the panels in my head. It's been a few hours. Yeah. Great book. Before we go to the next book, Dave in TikTok chat. Do we think canceling Waller and Paradise Lost has any chance for the Pattison merger? No, but
I know Kyle doesn't want it.
but I will say it's a little worrisome that these planned projects are seemingly going away, because they were in talks for a long time, and I would think they were far enough along to mention,
Yeah.
And Supergirl didn't do as well as it should have, in my opinion. It was enjoyable, even if it was based off of whatever it was based off of. So yeah, I think it's more worrisome as a whole that because there's monies moving around, right? Like people are buying people, and it's just a whole. The Paramount thing might be more of a thing to think about than worrying about if Pattison's gonna get merged or not, in my opinion. I think just the monopoly, that's the word I was looking for. The monopoly of it all is the bigger concern. I don't think Pattison has anything to do with it. And even if he did, his movie will probably get delayed or canceled just like the rest, because does anyone even care at this point? Does anyone care? Does anyone care?
I want to see it so bad.
Yeah.
One of my favorite movies of all time. But didn't it just get delayed for some really dumb reason too? There was some weird connection. They said because of it, it got delayed longer. I can't even remember what it was, but it was something stupid. I'm scared for this because DC has such insane potential when it comes to movies and TV shows, live action, because I think the animated stuff is pretty damn good, like some of the best. And they just keep tripping over their own feet. Like they just can't get it going. I couldn't really tell you what it was with Supergirl. Maybe because it was adapted from somebody's least favorite writer, or just too early in the DCU. I don't know. That one, the amount of money it gained, I saw it was like 200 million. That's surprising to me. I don't know what it was that turned people off. I talked to my girlfriend's uncle like months before it came out, and he had probably the same worry with it that others did. They grew up with a certain Supergirl, and this like really drunk, almost loser type, a very lone wolf is not what they were used to. And so I explained it to him. It's from a certain run that they're adapting. It's a whole thing, she's a party animal now, I guess. And he just did not like it. And I think he was outwardly not going to see it because of how they were characterizing her. So maybe that was a bigger thing than just a couple people. But the DCU has so much potential. A lot of the projects that they said they were going to do, people showed a lot of interest in. I think the only one I've ever really seen a lot of backlash on online was potentially the Waller, depending on how they handle it, and the Jimmy Olsen. I thought both would be good, and the concepts that they would be tackling would be interesting. Like any of that stuff we can do to make a bigger universe and connect it better, to make it feel like an MCU, we need. But all this stuff goes by the wayside. I have no idea what's going on with the booster gold. That was a thing for a while. Where is it off? Is it on? Who's cast? Who's not? They just need to figure their stuff out because this is looking very scary. And before I was the highest, I was like, nothing can go wrong. The people that they have in charge are good, but maybe we need to get Mr. King out of the writing room, or maybe some other people too.
What?
We don't say that name. We don't say that. Court, wouldn't it be cool if Supergirl 2 was just Supergirl's Red Lantern run?
I would love that. She is so cool as a Red Lantern. I gotta say though, now with the Blue Lantern stuff, that's equally cool. But I think it's too early to do something like that. But yes, I would love to see that, especially with what it seems like they're building with lanterns. If we really build out all the different cores, I don't see why they couldn't do fun projects like that.
Well, there's definitely hints dropping now that there's more than one ring, and they didn't specify the color. So we'll see. But yeah, just to sum up all of it, I say Sony. Ooh, it changed. I say think of Sony. So like that's really with things getting canceled and businesses buying other businesses, like all of that combined, just think of Sony. Sony had the rights and they pumped out as much as possible. So it is fearful when things shift. Forget the whole world of it, all the connecting movies. Forget that. It's just about money. Like it very well shifting could just very much mean money. Okay, all right. And with that,
really
Thanos.
quick,
Thanos,
that's a
bro.
great point to bring up. The problem is the MCU got started. They did what they could with what they had. And now with all that stuff going by the wayside, it's like, okay, look at the potential we have now. Look what we're about to serve you on a silver platter. The DCU just can't get going. They make really dumb decisions, and we need to see that go away because they are ruining this for people. And sadly, I think this is one of the last okay potential that they have or options. Like with the DCU was such a dumpster fire that's why people aren't even watching these movies. If they mess this up, DC is at the most bottomless pit in the damn Sarlacc pit. That's what it is.
all right, back to the comic books, everybody. Punisher number 7, John's favorite character of all time.
Hell yeah. Guns in Texas. Let's go. Who else read it actually before I start saying anything? Because I don't want to. I feel like I'm gonna. Okay, it's just me. All right. Yeah, as the resident Texan here. Yeah, Punisher was awesome. Hold on. Let me double check something really quick because this is important. Okay, so Collateral Damage, as we pointed out before, that was actually a pretty good name. His design, absolutely stupid. However, once they gave his his backstory and explained why he looks like that, makes 100% makes sense 100% because like he was going outside, he had some coffee, and he was collateral damage between a fight between the Punisher and some hooligans. And it was absolutely hilarious because like the Punisher had a giant Gatling gun. He's like firing, so we don't know if it was his fault or not. He got shot in the back of the head. So he's actually paralyzed, completely paralyzed. His machine is what moves his body. I don't know if he's doing it with his mind. They didn't go into details, right? But what was great about that was the fact that like the Punisher would shoot him and he couldn't feel the bullets. But they didn't explain it because they were just pinging off of him like it was Superman. I know if you can't feel it, I'm sure it still hurts, or like, you know what I mean? I'm sure there'd be penetration. But the highlight of this whole comic was the fact that he didn't want to kill the Punisher. He wanted to ruin his life, like his life was ruined. So as the Punisher's driving around town, okay. As the Punisher's driving around town, he's being chased by the bullet that Collateral Damage can control, and it's following him. And instead of killing him, it's just going in and out of his van, suppressing fire, and then shooting innocent people left and right. So people are dying left and right that are around the Punisher, so that he feels like that it's his fault. So the Punisher just stops and allows the bullet to come to him. And he stares it down. Man, this book was a 10 out of 10. I loved everything about it except for the end. I don't want to spoil it. I'll probably spoil it when the show ends. But the way he gets defeated was the dumbest thing I've ever seen in my entire life. And here's a slight spoiler. My kid defeated me while I was vacuuming one day by doing the same thing, by tripping. Oh, I'm going to tell you, tripping over the cord and unplugging them. That was the dumbest way to stop somebody ever. So, but yeah, no, outside of that, it was great. And then the last thing I will say about it is there's a beautiful shot of the Kingpin's half ass. So yeah, go look that up. You're gonna say why? It was a half a moon. Because I don't know if you were reading The Punisher in the past, but he's been in the hospital bed for a while. So for him standing up, you get a little opening.
And that's why we got a 10 out of 10.
No, because if it was only half a moon. If it was a full moon, Moon Knight would have shown up, and it would have been great.
So did you enjoy Kingpin's half of ass
Look,
more
the rest-
or less than Dick Grayson's absolute abs?
I'm gonna give it to Kingpin. I'm a huge Kingpin fan. So here he is right here. This just happened to be there. But what made it great is, he's a chunky guy like me, right? But like he looks like he does some squats, man. They drew him pretty well. Boy is caked up.
All right. With that, we have strike 6. Moving on to Bleeding Hearts number 767 in the chat. So I'll start with this Bleeding Hearts number 7 because I only read issue 6 a few days ago, and I did so because the last time we all spoke about it, I hadn't read it, and I was under the impression that something bad happened, and then something bad did happen, and it was rather upsetting, but issue 7 undid the bad thing and then did a new bad thing. So a character we thought we lost actually came back and made somewhat of an evil choice in sacrificing someone they potentially could have saved, just for the 100% confirmation that they saved their child. No attempt to save their child's rescuer. So
she did nothing wrong.
You do what you gotta do. I really enjoy this. I don't know where it's going. Like, I really don't know where it's going anymore. Like, we're still escaping in a sense, but like the main character Poke is like really like there's no redeeming him amongst the zombies now. Like he's full out like companion. Like I don't even think the main characters in a sense could look at him in any harsh way anymore. Like they can't really communicate, but he's starting to speak. Like he's taking care of things. Corey, every time you move, there's a different ring. How are you switching them so smoothly? I like that you put the black one on the left side and the white one on the right side. It's kind of appropriate here. So yeah, I'm liking this. Dennis Camp, I really would love to chat with you on a live stream about this if you ever want. I'll let you pick out of the 4 of us who you want to be there. We already know Jeremiah's not going to be there. He's banned from that one. But really, I every time I go into this, I'm like, I don't know where it's going. And it doesn't really necessarily go somewhere far, but there seems to be so much that happens. And then we have a zombie baby poking out of a pregnant zombie's belly button.
That was frightening. I'm going to have nightmares.
So, it's just such like a creative thing, regardless of the fact that the plot itself is not, going very far. Like some of us who are trying to break out of prison for 4 issues. I guess she's not breaking. I guess she's really just spying, for being honest. John, what did you think of Bleeding Hearts number 7?
Dude, Bleeding Hearts was amazing. I really enjoy it, but again, I don't know where it's gonna go. What's weird is it's like a time jump, right? Because he's been hanging out with them for several months while she heals, but he hasn't really progressed since the last time that he had his heart beating. I will say that Camp is pretty amazing at cliffhangers. So like I said, if you don't know where it's going, and then I'm kind of like, oh, maybe I'll wait a couple issues just so I can have something to read. I can't do that because he keeps hitting us with those cliffhangers. I don't even want to say what that cliffhanger was, but that was depressing. Holy crap. Yeah, I spoiled everything else today, but I'm not going to spoil this one. That one almost made me cry. That was sad.
Yeah, it's pretty rough. Pretty rough.
But yeah, that eyeball was gross, dude. Oh my gosh.
And he's talking so highly of, he's like in love with her too.
I know, he's like, don't do it, bro. She's got a baby from somebody else. Don't do it.
Image Comics, Dork, number 7.
This is genuinely the funniest book on shelves. I think Brett Bean's humor needs to be studied. There's a great setup. in this issue, Dork is going against the succubus, which I felt like he was finally getting a win. I know that's the whole point. It's stereotypical and everything. Oh, everything's nice. It was not nice. She made bog men by sucking their souls. And they talk about it and they say, man, she was sucking souls. And the Shield just goes, whoa. Just enough. And I think Dork or somebody literally goes, I'm not even going to touch that. That's how this show feels with Kyle when Jeremiah says something out of pocket. But the humor is genuinely insane. I got this in Lobo at the top. And this is one of those you sit down to read. It doesn't have many words. I wouldn't care how many it has. Brett Bean does just enough and you enjoy it every single time. Does it have the craziest plot ever? No, it doesn't need to either. And you actually feel for Dork. Like the Shield and Chicken are like, he needs some space. Like he just found out, glowing spear. The loser over here is his dad. Just phenomenal stuff. I love Brett Bean for this, and this deserved every bit of hype it got at issue 1, and I think it's only really gotten better.
Yeah, for sure. It was definitely a very, very funny issue. I like how all the humor is very subtle, right? I like how it's potty mouth, but then not it's potty mouth. Like that cock joke was good. That was very clever. I just Brett Bean. I want to see more of his future, his things. I don't think I read anything in the past outside of I Hate Fairyland. And so when he was taking over this book, immediately I was like, oh, this is probably just kind of like an I Hate Fairyland clone. Now that I Hate Fairyland is on hiatus for who knows how long, because Scotty Young said that he needs a huge break from it just because he doesn't want to just give us like boring things. I think Brett has really taken over the fantasy niche that I want, because these are just fun fantasy adventures every single week, and I enjoy that. I think it's awesome. I'm glad I put that on my pull list.
Pretty sure I told you to, so you're welcome.
Yeah, you did, and I thought that's because you look like a dwarf and you were just trying to hype up the book, and I was like, okay, but no, you're right.
Cheap shot.
I do identify with the newly discovered father character, very much so.
Nice. You should cosplay him for sure.
There's a few characters I can cosplay now. I've been gifted quite a few as of recently, I gotta say. But make sure to catch us live on Twitch. Probably tomorrow night. Me and Dimitri will be playing the new, well, it's actually remastered, Lord of the Rings something. I will be Gimli. Dimitri will play as the lady character. We could use a third if anyone is interested. Join Discord to find out if you can play video games with us. Batman and Robin Year 1 Dynamic Duos #1. John, tell us about it.
The one thing that I found out after when I was reading other people's reviews is this is not a sequel, but I guess that team worked on a book prior. Was it Batman Year 1? Is that literally what it was called?
I think so. Or Batman and Robin for sure.
Okay. Yeah. So I didn't read that, and now I want to go back and read it after reading this. I thought this was a super fun issue. Robin's absolutely hilarious. One of my favorite things that they do in comics is when they go back in time, where you already have an established world, but they're going back in time and just adding little adventures inside of it. Because I know when you create a character and you're writing about them all the time, you're kind of winging it. You're trying to learn about them. But when you have something that's already been established, it allows you to have the flexibility to do a bunch of other things. And you can see that here. I thought everything that they were doing with Robin was hilarious. I thought, Batman. Well, hold on. I got a note for that. What was that joke? Oh yeah, when he was talking about the trophy room, that was hilarious. Where he was like, "Yeah, I'm gonna keep that as a." I knew Kyle was frozen. I wasn't sure if he was just impressed with everything I had to say or what. But no, when they were talking about the trophy room, and he's like, "If I trip over any penguin umbrellas, we're gonna have words." I thought that was great.
Yeah, you were absolutely right. It is Batman and Robin Year 1.
Mm-hmm. What did you think about it, Kyle?
He's speechless. It must have really been good.
Oh shit! I think the Joker got him because earlier he was talking about. No, I'm just kidding. It's conspiracy.
I'll just keep it going for Kyle with Green Lantern Corps. This is phenomenal. What I love, you brought up the reviews for Batman and Robin Year 1. I accidentally saw the reviews for this, and funny enough, there is a new oath introduced in this book because I don't even know if they're going to go full on color, more like a presence, I guess. Guy finally like masters all the entities in the idea of like protecting them and having their back. And so they give him the color chrome, I think, after his all sight power. And he's able to give it to others too, since they're all working together, looking out for the entities. And so I think he says it himself. He says, I master one and temper others, yet all emotion forever hovers. Inside my soul's eternal reflection, you'll witness my power, the emotional spectrum, which pretty decent oath. There's been way worse, but everybody was like, I feel like it needed another line, maybe just a little bit more. Great oath, great sense of being, I guess, with the chrome or whatever it was. I did really like the touch where you could give it to others too, since they all were involved in like the group effort. In this, similar to how Kyle felt with the Miles Morales, is kind of the same thing where the dark side stuff is coming, but they're allowing this to be its own thing. And there's even teases at the end. So it's like, we've done what we need to do right now. We handled the Manhunter infinite army that was going on. We brought Aya back. She's all good, but we have a big threat ahead of us. So let's stay together. This is what's working and we can prepare for that. So I think that dark side stuff is coming sooner than we think. I mean, they did say the mainline and absolute were going to come together in 2027. So I think it's right around the corner.
The $1 trillion kid, number 2. So Image Comics Ghost Machine, you know how much we love them. I don't know if you saw our interview. It's kind of mainly about $1 trillion kid. So obviously I'm rather hyped that we got issue 2 today. Did I read it before this? It's a secret. I might have read it a long time ago, but it came out today, so I figured I would just talk about it just briefly. If you're not following every book within the Unbelievables, which kind of not a good excuse because it's really 2 and now $1 trillion kid. This does a good enough job, I will say, giving you a little bit of an info dump to speed you up of what's going on in the universe and like where we're at in the story. You kind of needed to read from the other books, Halo and Hornsby and the Rocketeers. You kind of needed to, but it still catches you up to say like, okay, here's where he's at. And man, what a story though it sets up, because like just the $1 trillion kid venturing out just a little bit has so many consequences and like future consequences. And I'm just so impressed of how well this ties into the other books, of like how I never thought like, oh, his robot butler was going to be such a piece to expand of like Terminator level consequences. Like just so, because when you first read the first issue, the first issue of $1 trillion kid, it really is just like, okay, we have this amped up, like Richie Rich modernized with like the brains of Tomasi and Johns behind it. So like you have, and then you get into like the details. It's fun and it's just like creative. And then it's like, no, there's so much more under the surface. And this issue really helps wrap it all up. Where you're just like, damn, like what's going to come next? Like, how can it not continue to affect? And like all of the Unbelievables are, not all of them, but a lot of them are getting like little pieces in the near future. So it just excites you more for all of it. Ghost Machine can do no wrong. This was another fantastic issue. Oh, I'm sorry. I'm supposed to announce the next book. I muted, waiting for someone else to do it. But it's my job. Thanks, Jeremiah, wherever the hell you are. God damn it.
I'm glad he's not here.
You say that because that's why I needed
less dick
so
jokes.
desperately.
Less dick
Hope you're
jokes.
not here next week.
There was 2 jokes about penises in this episode. If you didn't watch all of it,
With Jeremiah would have been 7.
Jeremiah would have been 7, not 6.
Oh man, we just got away from that guy. Though.
He didn't come back a third time. Although now I'm curious.
They might
Did
have
I
an IP ban
accidentally
thing.
ban somebody that was just being funny once because they saw someone else being funny and it wasn't actually the same guy?
They should have
the
known.
Second account. Did anyone else see the account that screenshotted us and put them as their?
Yeah, that was funny.
As a profile picture.
So that was funny. That's probably the guy you banned. Just Banhammer over here.
That Texas Blood number 1
So we got to read this early.
Yeah,
and
let me really
Yeah, go ahead.
let me really set you up here. All right.
Oh, I'm ready.
That Texas Blood #1, FOC, August 31st. Corey, what did you think? After
You know what I
reading
think?
issue
I think you
1?
need to call your comic book shop right now, even if they're closed at 8:02 p.m. Wake them up. They're doing enough work. Doesn't matter. Make them do this much more, just like Kyle with his editing after the podcast. Order Texas Blood. Can't forget that part. It is actually really, really good. Not that we thought it wouldn't be, but the dialogue specifically, that's something that I think really wanes in some stories, and the art can make up for it in some ways in the plot. But the dialogue is great. They do the whole Texas accent thing, so you have a bunch of little ways that they say stuff. That's awesome. But I don't want to give too much away, of course. I want to save this book for you guys. There's a really great working relationship that you get to see, some phenomenal family stuff. And I love, it's like that, how do we parent our kid that doesn't want to listen? You get a little bit of that too. And like a huge historical event happening. So trust me, order this at your shops immediately. This is Chris Condon, right? If you're enjoying, he's of the earth too, right? It's kind of similar stuff in a way.
Out today,
I think
by the way.
I think they're both. Yes, that too. Read that too. They're definitely separate, but that dialogue shines through on all of his stories, I feel like. And it is really good. You'll enjoy it a lot. And I think I saw a couple pages where there was a couple boxes extra than we all like to read, and it was worth it every time.
You had me at Texas.
Now, John, I didn't send this to you to read early for the specific reason that I forgot. But now that I'm in the moment and being creative, it wasn't sent to you because I didn't want you to be like, I'm from Texas. That's not the way it is here, because Chris is from Jersey. Like, I'm pretty sure he lives like 15 minutes away.
Oh, well, shit. Now I need a copy. Hold on.
I didn't want you to pick it apart and,
you know what?
So not my Texas,
I could already tell. You know what? This sounds.
He's acting humble. I think Chris reached out to John and said, how do I write this? He's just pretending it didn't happen.
That's true. Yeah, lots of guns. Read Punisher.
There is some guns.
And not to shout out our interview with Chris Condon, but we did talk about this a little bit. I'm just saying this whole episode is a fucking wreck, and it's my fault, and I apologize.
In a fun way.
In a fun way, I apologize, but I do highly recommend this. If you didn't read that Texas Blood before, this is the return, and it like fits actually like in between. Like it kind of like fits. It's like a prequel, but not. It kind of just like fits in, if I recall correctly.
Man, I'm dumb. I didn't know there was some before this. So I will say, as a beginner reader to that Texas Blood, I didn't feel confused. It all made sense.
That
was the point, I guess.
I wanted to ask you, and that's what I wanted to hear. But yeah, I mean, the art
really good.
I mean, that's but everyone knows. You already know. Image Comics, FOC August 31st.
Image Comics, what's up? You're doing great.
Send us more.
All right, let's wrap this mess up. All right,
let's make it worse. Let's go.
Let's clean it up. We laid out all the plastic, right? The plastic is now all red. Let's clean it all up and get the bleach. It's time to get it going and get it out of here.
Wait. Shit. Cock. Balls.
Oh. Jeremiah is in the building with us.
Right.
Just for you, man.
So my political views are...
I miss you, Jeremiah.
Nerdy news. Marvel and Star Wars are getting their first official crossover as a comic book written by Jersey's own Kevin Smith with art by one of my favorite artists, David Marquez. How cool is that?
I didn't know Kevin Smith was writing it.
All right, chill out now. All right, chill out. I'm still waiting for an email to see if I can talk to him a little bit in a few weeks.
I love you, Kevin.
That email going.
No, yeah, Kevin.
It's going to be a pretty silent interview.
Oh, yeah. Actually, it's like a whole.
That's pretty good.
That convention's having like a whole reunion. It's like the whole cast and then some.
Wow.
Yeah, it's pretty crazy. I don't think he's gonna have time for me at all. But if he does, I'm gonna ask him about this book because this sounds really cool. This is
surprised it hasn't happened yet.
You should pitch that to him. You should tell him to come on Paneloids as Silent Bob. I think Cora's right about that. That's pretty funny.
Really easy interview.
Yeah.
You can just kind of talk to yourself.
Dude, that'd be
Yeah.
hilarious.
I'll be doing a great job of that tonight. TikTok viewer who spoke about the Batman and all of that and sent us on a tangent. I don't know if you're still here, but this nerdy news is dedicated to you. The Batman Part 2 is working. The Batman Part 2's working title is confirmed to be Semper Vigilans, meaning always vigilant, which somehow connects to the Court of Owls.
We've heard I'll be quick because I know we're well over time. I've heard so much about this movie because of the delays that I think I know less the more I've heard.
Yeah. There's a maze.
Oh,
Well, just like in Absolute Batman number 23, where you think that, you know, Clayface was Thomas Wayne, where in fact he might not be. He might just be helping move him around all over Gotham, which would make Gotham one giant labyrinth or maze.
good callback. That's
Thank
a
you.
good theory
Thank you
too.
very much.
I'm so mad. I read the note wrong earlier today. I thought the working title, the new title, was the Batman Part 2, and I was telling people that was what it was called. So I'm so mad I didn't finish reading the whole note.
This is why you don't have access to the official notes, John. This is why you're banned from that.
No, I would have read it. You sent it to me. That was out of spite.
Rumors, baby. Thor 5, which is somehow happening after Thor 4, has reportedly been retitled Hercules, which is probably for the best, as Thor and Hercules will be co-leads, meaning screen time will be just as much on Hercules, with Ares and Angela also rumored to appear. It makes perfect sense. As of 24 hours ago, Dimitri and I, on the couch, holding hands, started to watch Ted Lasso.
It's the same guy.
We've joined the Ted Lasso club. We watched 3 whole episodes. So now I know that actor a little better. And I'm like, you know what? I'd like to see him co-lead as Hercules. You know,
Yes.
granted, he keeps that role from that movie that didn't do so good.
I hope so. It
Yeah.
looked good, surprisingly. He kind of I don't mean to sound mean. He looks a little goofy within the Ted Lasso, but then they MCUify him and it actually looks
Yeah.
pretty good.
No, he looked good.
Dude, I'm excited about that. The Prince of Power, I love as a character. I really hope they make him kind of like, it's harder these days, right? Obviously, because, you know, we live in a different time, but I love how he's like a woman-loving man who just like beats up people constantly. I hope they keep that with him. I want a really bro version of him, of the Prince of Power. So when he didn't show back up, what is it? How long ago did 4 come out? Like 10 years, right now? No, it's been
3?
a while though. No,
5?
3. It's been a
Wait,
while.
for
I thought it was
Thor?
canceled. Yeah.
Love and Thunder, I would say 4.
Yeah.
Ragnarok.
It might be
6,
longer.
7.
Did you say 6,
Yeah,
7?
he's looking it up. Yeah, 6, 7.
2022 for Love and Thunder.
Mhm.
Yeah. Okay.
Yeah,
So 4
4.
years.
So
It's
4.
been a while. I thought he was canceled. I thought they weren't going to do it. And I was very depressed because I love Hercules as a character.
Okay. That makes sense. Namor will return in Black Panther 3, rumored to be rival with David Johnson's new Black Panther, T'Challa Jr., possible love interest of Storm, says other rumors.
Namor or Black Panther?
Maybe both.
Maybe that's the rivalry.
Yeah, they're fighting for her. Like Reed and Namor for Invisible Woman. He's just gotta find yourself a woman, man. This is getting ridiculous.
I hate the way he acts, and I hate the little wings on his ankles.
Dude, no, he's amazing. What are you talking about? The little wings is awesome. The fact that he doesn't say Impervious Rex enough is really frustrating. They need to make him more ham. And looking at the trailer for Doomsday, it looks like they're giving him his ham.
Elizabeth Olsen is reportedly returning as Scarlet Witch in Avengers Secret Wars with Wanda said to play a key role in creating Doctor Doom's battle world, which I truly believe the after credits of Spider-Man Brand New Day is confirming battle world. And from all the rumors we've heard about Doomsday not having Spider-Man and other characters, it's all because they're going to be pulled into the battle world while they're doing their own thing. Speaking of all that, pretty sure it's not rumor, it's almost confirmed. We're not getting another Spider-Man movie for a minimum of 5 years. He might show up here or there, but an actual Spider-Man movie, a minimum of 5 years. Which, going back to even prior rumors and things that Kevin Feige said about, oh yeah, we're going to do Miles Morales soon, don't worry. The rights that Sony has of the animated needs to be concluded for Miles to be live action. If a Spider-Man movie with Tom Holland is really going to take 5 years, realistically, he's going to die by the second, right? So like we're in our new trilogy, like he's not going to die in the next one, but when we complete the second trilogy, he's 100% dying then. Like he's going to be done. And he's said comments of when he has a kid, he doesn't want to act anymore. Now, I don't know how you give up Spider-Man and that Spider-Man check, but he did just have Odyssey, which is like probably the biggest thing he'll ever be in as far as like awarded. But yeah, it's all kind of interesting because it's like they appear to be holding characters for Battle World. So when they pop up, we're like excited, like, oh my God, Spider-Man's going to fight the Thing. You know, like it's going to be like an exciting like Battle Royale movie, right? It's Battle World. But I kind of am curious if this is proving the point that Peter Parker is going to die to set up Miles Morales, and they're going to keep the traditional origin story just off of the time and length of Miles movies is going to wrap, and Spider-Man movies are going to take a long ass time, like the Batman. It's going to have to kill him. They're going to have to kill him. They got no choice. They're going to have to kill him.
If they don't hurry up, if they keep at this pace, Miles Morales is an actor that they're going to potentially pick is probably like 12 years old right now.
He's not even born yet.
Yeah, it's taking so long.
Doesn't even exist.
5 years is a bummer, but
yeah,
what can you do?
What can you do? Who knows? Nothing's true. Everything's real. We live in a world.
We are,
and here we are. Some of us have internet connections that require Wi-Fi. Suddenly. Any closing comments? Should we start a new segment? Closing comments? Anyone want to have any closing comments?
This seems like a Dimitri.
Dimitri, you want a closing comment? Go ahead. You on mute, and I'll know you're.